happened with St. Paul with the Corinthians. He wrote a letter. He went to Corinthians, he evangelized in Corinth, and he started a community there. Then somehow his teachings got disrupted, and if you remember back a couple days ago how he castigated the Corinthians for their getting drunk and eating, and some people going hungry and stuff like that during the Eucharist. They kind of, lost their way. So he's writing back to them because reports have come to him of what has happened to the community that he's founded there in Corinth. He's probably back in Ephesus. St. Paul is a missionary. He had itchy feet. He couldn't stay in a place very long. And so he really traveled from city to city to city. He always went to the biggest Greek cities or the biggest Roman cities. And Corinth was a great Romanized city at that time. And he wanted to evangelize there. That's what he did. And now he heard these tales, and he wrote back to them, castigated them, and said, "Hey, get back on the straight and narrow, you guys, because you're not doing what I taught you." And he explained to them about what the Eucharist was once again. And then he seems to calm down a little bit. And in today's reading from the letter to the Corinthians, he's talking to the people that you are the body of Christ. And he's comparing them to Jesus Christ. I mean, we are the body of Christ today. And he's comparing their life as disciples of Jesus and as a body of Jesus with the individual gifts that people have within this community, the body of Christ, the church. And as I was thinking when I heard this message from my friend out in California about his mother, it doesn't take much to damage a body. She's had kidney problems for a long time. She's had liver problems, and now it's all coming to bear. So little by little, her body's just wore out, and she's going to die. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. The doctors did whatever they could do. It doesn't take much to take us out, actually, either. It just takes a little clot in the heart. It's not very big, it's a clot. I had a clot in my widowmaker, they call it, and luckily I got it ahead of time. The doctor put a stent in. Well, that was about 15 years ago. They said if you would have had a heart attack there, you would have dropped dead on the floor. And they said, oh, he had a heart problem. We didn't know about it. So I thank my doctor for that. So it doesn't really take much to disrupt the human body. It doesn't take much to disrupt the body of Christ either. Plain and simple, it's called sin. And all of us bring our own personal sins to the body of Christ. Some more sinful than others. But nevertheless, we bring harm to this body by the way we act, the way we talk, the way we treat people. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful because to the world, we reflect the body of Christ. And if we reflect it in a very negative way, we're causing harm, causing death, causing pain and sorrow. So St. Paul is warning us to be careful. He tells us that we're not all apostles, we're not all prophets, we're not all teachers, but all of us have a gift. Just use this gift wisely, prudently, to make the body of Christ stronger, healthier, and better. And where we have our own personal weaknesses, take the medicine that we need, spiritual medicine that we need to cure us of this particular infirmity that we carry along with us. So I think this is a take-home